than Bowser and what he did to win that Hunger Game. MGK? That sounds terrible. Okay, sorry. We're content mode. Let me introduce you to the second annual Hunger Games. From District 1, representing Atlas, we have Eminem and John Cena. And I don't want you to make any jokes about why can I not see anything there. Because it's 2022 and we need to move on. Where's 50 Cent? Just wait. Be patient, little dog. Okay. And from District 2, representing Miss Zeefels, we have Wonder Woman and Cubone. Hopefully Cubone does better than the other cute Pokemon we've had. From District 3, representing Dante, we have Flying Gorilla, which I'm told is a very funny joke that I just don't understand, and a beefy 5-layer burrito, one of the best values in fast food, quite frankly. I hope M tries to leave the cornucopia early and blows up. Hopefully. We can only hope. Is that Harambe? I just looked for gorillas. Like a third of the gorilla pictures on the internet are Harambe. I'm sorry. That wasn't intentional, but, you know, rest in peace. A national tragedy. And I won't say it's on the scale of 9/11, but you know. It is Harambe, not cool, bro. Well, you know. Anyway. Still disappointed it's not Dr. Thugonomics, John Cena. Listen. That's on me, and I'm sorry. But we're moving on. Okay, so District 1 representing Atlas. District 2 representing Mrs. Zeefels. District 3 representing Dante. We have District 4 representing Lil C with Aaron from Lego Nexo Knights and Sam from Cobra Kai. 2 IPs I am not familiar with, but you know, they both do Kung Fu, I assume. Or karate, I suppose, for Sam at least. Okay, District 5 representing King Lucky, who, by the way, is streaming right after this, so stick around. We have Earl Sweatshirt and Richie from Static Shock. Now, from District 6, representing Momokyo, my lovely wife, we have Doja Cat and Incineroar. From District 7, representing Mr. Special, we have Bert and Ernie turned against each other in brutal combat. From District 8, representing Squabblies, we have the Gatekeeper from Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is one of my favorite games of all time, by the way, and Lemmy Koopa, who I found out when I was like getting this image and getting this all set up, he had a different name when he was introduced, apparently. He was like Kit or something. And then they just changed it. Nobody ever addressed it. So, you know. Okay. Now, so those are the ones that are representing subscribers. Quite frankly, I hope that that somebody representing a subscriber wins, because I did push this as a subscriber Hunger Games. So, you know, fingers crossed. But from District 9, we have Jamie Lee Curtis and the No Bones dog that everybody was obsessed with for like 30 minutes there last year, named Noodle, which again, I just looked for a picture of a pug. There is not a good non-cringe picture of Noodle. All right, from District 10, we have 50 Cent and his best friend Oprah. Wait, his name isn't the No Bones dog? No, it's Noodle. From District 11, we have an NVIDIA 2080 Ti and Chicken from Satellite Gaming. Because I hopped in a Discord call and I was like, hey, I need a 24th person for this Hunger Games later today. And everybody's like, what does that mean? And I said, I will not elaborate. And then somebody said, do Chicken. So Chicken's here. Rooting against myself. Let's go Spy Fox. Yeah, the people love Spy Fox. Now, from District 12, we have Nate Jacobs and Spy Fox. Nate Jacobs from Euphoria, who is maybe as evil as Bowser. That dude sucks. Without further ado, may the odds be ever in your favor. All right. The first day, if last week was any indication, kind of sucks. Like last week, basically everybody just ran away. Icky Show, you're correct. It won't make me love it less. But you're right. All right. Just scroll till someone dies? No, we need to build stories. That's the whole jam, is we're building stories. All right. Hope it's M. We can only hope. Lemmy runs away from the cornucopia. Incineroar clutches a first aid kit and runs away. That kind of makes sense. Because, like, he's ready to... He could kill somebody already. He doesn't need a lot of help. So, I get it. Just get the medicine and dip. He's got no speed stat. Yeah, that's actually a good point. But he's tanky, so like, you know, hopefully that helps. Also, who needs speed when you got Fake Out, you know? Incineroar gets that damage boost when he's hit, so he's building strat around taking damage. That's a good point. We don't know if he has Blaze or Intimidate. That could change everything. What item is he holding? We don't know these things. That'll be important. Okay. Mrs. Curtis rips a mace out of a flying gorilla's hand. That's what I want to see. I'm really hoping that Jamie Lee Curtis goes ham in this. Revenge for Smash. That's also possible. There's lots of things that if he has a command grab, I feel like that'd be so useful in Hunger Games. Kind of cringe. He has a brave nature. We don't know that. We don't know anything about this Incineroar. This is a blank slate. All right. Ernie, Sam, and Bert get into a fight. Sam triumphantly kills them both. What? So I'm sorry if Mr. Special is in chat. Sam from Humegalol Town just killed both your tributes. Lore accurate? I'm gonna have to take your word for it. Bro, that sucks. What are the odds that they spawn together and die together immediately? What is that? Sam is from Cobra Kai. Sam, Cobra Kai. She's this lady. She does fights. Ta-da. I haven't seen Cobra Kai, but I've heard it's really good. So, I don't know. Cobra Kai is a karate show, so I assume she can fight. Probably. That makes sense. But, like, where is the honor in killing Muppets? What'd you accomplish here, Sam? The Muppets who, like, their main thing is that they're friends. It's Hunger Games. You have no honor to win. Yeah, kind of true. People without honor did end up winning last time. Even Oshawott, like one of his kills was just poisoning. Even teams eventually kill each other. Yeah. I found out, by the way, that people will try and do the double suicide thing in this simulator, but sometimes it doesn't work, which I think is very funny. Okay. Richie grabs a jar of fish bait while Spy Fox gets fishing gear. The cornucopia has, like, a lot of weapons. Get a sword while you're at, like... Alright, you know... I don't feel like you need to get the fishing bait. I feel like you can find worms in the woods. Richie, this is not a good get. Forget the Hunger Games. They're going to be fishing buddies. Yeah, that seems to be the let's go gear. I don't know, man. This doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. If you're going to make an alliance, why would you make it a fishing-based alliance? It's a beautiful day to catch a bass. The weather's just right. Yeah, that's probably what they were thinking. They probably got on the podium and they were like, I know what we're supposed to be here for, but like, I can't resist, baby. Items from those games are always unexpected, but he doesn't have it in his little spy pocket. This isn't the X-ray gum. He went out and sought this out. He had a selection of weapons and he chose fishing gear. He's probably going to trade up for a nuke or something. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe he trades up and maybe this fishing gear is something he could turn into a winning strategy. I just don't think so. Richie's dad is canon racist. That's probably why he's a big fisherman. I'm not saying that all fishermen are racist, but, you know, maybe all racists fish. I don't know. Fishermen are historically racist. I think that might be true. I don't know. I don't know any fishermen, so I don't think I'm really making anybody very mad right now, but I could be stepping on some toes. All right. Earl Sweatshirt runs away from the cornucopia. Most people last week just ran. Not a lot of people did very much first day. So Eminem gathers as much food as he can. 50 Cent rips a mace out of John Cena's hands. Now do it. Finish the job. Oprah snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. All right, Oprah. Has anybody gotten a weapon? Actually, yeah, 50 Cent has. Why'd you grab alcohol, dog? Why is there alcohol in the cornucopia? Eminem stuffing spaghetti in his pocket. He's like, I know how I'm going to win this. I'm going to carbo load. Alcohol and rags, a Molotov, dog. But there are usually explosives. There's grenades and stuff in the cornucopia. He can't carry it when his palms are all sweaty. That's true. That's probably why he grabbed so much spaghetti, is because you don't need very dry hands you don't need a good grip to get a lot of it. AoE that lasts. All right, yeah, she's just worried about your DPS output. Yeah, his arms are very heavy with spaghetti right now. That's true. All right. A beefy 5-layer burrito runs away from the cornucopia. Wonder Woman runs away from the cornucopia. Noodle the pug runs away from the cornucopia. Doja Cat snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Everybody's just trying to get sauced right now. I think he grabbed an orange and a banana, and he's just going to go back to his camp, and he's going to be like, I feel like I could do something with these lyrically. Orange? There's something there. Or a Molotov cocktail? It just seems less effective than the grenades. There are grenades in the cornucopia. Night before the Hunger Games, big YouTuber made a video about how broken Molotovs are in this meta. That must be it. They must have just the analysts are bro, honestly, I wonder when the devs are going to do something about Molotov cocktails. And it's one of those things that it was a little bit off meta and then everybody starts doing it because people talked about it being good. I imagine he's pacing your camp just writing bad music with and playing Fortnite with your grandma. He's just thinking about his Fortnite strats. Maybe that's why he's going to do well in this. Maybe Eminem has played enough Fortnite with my grandma that he's got the strats down for a battle royale. It's certainly possible. All right. Nate Jacobs runs away from the cornucopia. Yeah, he would. Little baby. He's about to crank 90s on his opponents. I would love if there was one person in the Hunger Games series who tried to crank a 90. Like, what if that was the explanation of why it was so hard to kill President Snow? Because his 90s were insane. Hope Nate Jacobs gets manipulated into dying somehow. Probably will. Last week, the Euphoria character last week got poisoned by a baby otter. So, it's not the most intelligent crew. Aaron runs away with a lighter and some rope. Okay, that seems useful. I feel like both these things are underrated. I still feel like there's a lot of weapons that have gone unclaimed. But a rope in particular, I feel like a lot of people need rope. But nobody thinks about it when they're looking down the barrel of like, yeah, but there are throwing stars. Watch at the end, somebody grabs an AK. If there's an AK sitting around and 2 people grabbed rags and alcohol, I'm going to be furious. The gatekeeper runs away from the cornucopia. Chicken finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Okay, Chicken. We're getting somewhere. I like this. All right, this is promising. Chicken might actually do something here. At least they grabbed something and didn't run, though. Who? What are you talking about? Chicken? I was praising Chicken. I think Chicken's doing great so far. Oh, Oprah. What did Oprah do? Yeah, that's true. They did grab something. Most of these people have not. All right, Cubone, what you got? Runs away from the cornucopia. That's probably smart. You're just a little guy. 2080 Ti runs away from the cornucopia. Also smart. You're just a little guy. All right. 2080 Ti practices archery. How? 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 1, because you're a graphics card and you don't have arms. But 2, you didn't grab a weapon. This website is excellent for a lot of reasons. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. But I hate that what's the point of the first day? If the 2080... Oh, no, it's running simulations. Oh, that's it. It's running simulations. It's practicing archery in its head. That makes more sense. Cubone sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. That's smart. Just stay safe, little guy. He's had such a sad, hard life already. He can't... I can't get that attached to the cute Pokemon again. Because it went so bad for us last time. But he's just... Stay safe, little buddy. But what if he wins? We've been down this road before. I can't get hurt again. I'll gladly be wrong. I'd love for Cubone to win. All right. Earl Sweatshirt diverts flying gorilla's attention and runs away. I would just not try and get the flying gorilla's attention at all. I can't imagine what was worth it. I can't imagine what made this sound like a good idea. Oprah picks flowers. That's not that cute, Oprah. It was cuter when Oshawott did it last week. Still waiting on Oprah and Doja to die of alcohol poisoning. Yeah, that's okay. That makes more sense. She drank all that alcohol. She's really feeling it, and she's like, I'm gonna pick some flowers. All right. Have we seen Doja Cat yet? Is she also just enjoying the ride? All right. Wonder Woman thinks of home. That's cute. I mean, I feel like you don't need to be that reminiscent yet. The things have barely started. If you're already trying to go to your happy place, I have bad news for you about how the rest of this is gonna go. Incineroar picks flowers. Did I pick the right game mode? Are we doing a Hunger Games? Or are we just sort of hanging out? Because right now it seems like we're just hanging out. And Sam from Cobra Kai is the only person who's not enjoying the vibe. Yeah, I picked a Stardew Valley simulator. Picking up herbs to add to the first aid kit, but I don't think that that's true. I think he's just picking flowers because he likes that they're so pretty. Is Richie dead yet? No, Richie's fine. Everybody's fine except Bert and Ernie. If I was Mr. Special, I'd be furious right now because nothing has happened in this Hunger Games except for that. All right. Gatekeeper goes hunting. 50 Cent and Lemmy work together for the day. That is a very fun pairing. I like that a lot. Incineroar has cast aside the Hunger Games and is laser focused on discovering immortality. Yeah, he's just really dedicated to his craft in medicine at this point. Bro, you're... Like, how tall is Incineroar? Yeah, you're 5'11" and your hands are the size of pizzas. Go kill somebody. Picking flowers. I'm taller than Incineroar. Let's go. Yeah, but are your hands that size? And are you built like an Incineroar? This guy should go kill people right now. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that. My mistake. I take back everything. You're right. You're like a cool Super Chad and Incineroar is lame. All right. Sam receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. How are the people at home liking what she's doing? How did they see her brutally murder Bert and Ernie and go, that's the person I want to give my support financially to? She got the kill streak perk. They gave her an explosive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, okay, cool. Doja Cat and Oprah Winfrey got stuff for Molotov cocktails. Well, Oprah didn't do that. She got sauced and picked flowers. Doja Cat is doing who knows what. Meanwhile, Sam has earned her explosives. What kind of explosive? I'm fairly confident it's not a nuke. Let's say it's C4. Richie and Nate Jacobs work together for the day. Chris, I would not hold my hopes high for how long Richie's going to be around. Because he's making alliances with all the wrong people so far. This is a bad idea. Of course, the guy with the racist dad would work with Nate Jacobs. Actually, a fair point. They have something in common. What's that? Never mind, it's not. All right. We're moving on. Eminem and Mrs. Curtis work together for the day. Don't make me like Eminem. I don't want to root for this team. At least you withheld. That's true. Unlike Fitty, who's trying to get me kicked off the stream team. Chicken receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Probably Mrs. Chicken. I picked Eminem to see him fail. You can't say stuff like that or the facade's gonna come crumbling down. We don't know if Dante's around. Noodle the pug makes a wooden spear. I like where your head's at, Noodle. This is some good thinking. How? It was a Bones Day. Pug holding spear. Yeah, this is an unprecedented event, apparently. Of all of the pictures of pugs on the internet, none of them have a spear. This one has a violin, which I suppose is kind of close. Wow, this is two of the same picture of bugs holding violins and no spears. All right. Noodle makes a wooden spear. It's clearly a Bones Day. I wouldn't mess with him today. Beefy 5-layer burrito makes a slingshot. If you're gonna make a makeshift weapon, I feel like you could probably do better than a slingshot. To be honest with you. Violins are basically music spears. Speak on that. How do you figure that? He's flinging greasy beef to slow down his opponents. That's one strat. They're both made of wood and hurt. Kind of true. All right, I'm back on board. Violins are wooden spears. Doja Cat, John Cena, Aaron, and Spy Fox hunt for other tributes. All right. Guitar is just the gun of music. I don't think that's true. If we were going to categorize what musical instruments into weapons, I don't... What would be a gun? I don't know. Maybe it is a guitar. They're walking around so you can get into it, pass it around the Jack. Yeah, they're all just drinking Doja Cat's alcohol from the first day. Cello is the torpedo of music because they're both deep. That's true. Just like Eminem's lyrics. Get into it, yeah. This team seems fun. All right. Let's give them the cannons for Bert and Ernie. I can't resist. We're going to do the Silver Scrapes one again. All right. Mr. Special, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for submitting participants for this Hunger Games. I'm very sorry that Sam from Cobra Kai is just a monster. So let's pay tribute to Ernie and Bert. Gone and forgotten entirely. Because they didn't get a chance to do anything. I do kind of like that they were all, that they, like, their first instinct was to team up, though. Just did not prove to be a good survival instinct. He wanted you to play Silver Scrapes. Now it's part of the experience now. All right, night one. Now, nighttime usually is less eventful. At least that's what we've seen so far. Usually, the nighttime is more safe. However, Some of the most gruesome murders happen at night as well. So you're probably fine, but if you're not, you're really not. Okay, Nate Jacobs tends to his wounds. Did Nate Jacob get hurt? How'd you get hurt? Did you trip? Baby? Oprah is awoken by nightmares. He tripped and got a boo-boo on his knee. That's what I'm saying. This dude sucks. Chicken tends to his wounds. Incineroar and a beefy 5-layer burrito sleep in shifts. I like this alliance. This seems good. Okay. Lemmy, a 2080 Ti, the Gatekeeper, and John Cena tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. That's nice. You finna eat that burrito? If it comes to that, I'm sure, yeah. Oprah, yeah. Oprah's not having a peaceful sleep because she's been, you know? What a gang. Yeah, this is a real motley crew. I don't like any of these people's odds except maybe John Cena. I just don't feel like John Cena is willing to play dirty enough to win, you know? All right. Wonder Woman receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. That's nice. Cubone starts a fire. That's really nice. I'm glad he was able to do that. Because usually this message is like, tries to start a fire and fails. So I'm glad he was able to get something off the ground. Earl Sweatshirt, Doja Cat, and Mrs. Curtis discuss the game and what might happen in the morning. Okay, finally, some strategizing. So far, nothing has happened, so... Flying Gorilla quietly hums. Cute. Wow, this is a very wholesome round. John Cena is granted over 650 Make-A-Wish. You think he'd play dirty? He's a saint. That's what I'm saying, is he just doesn't have what it takes to win. Richie looks at the night sky. 50 Cent, Sam, Noodle, and Eminem sleep in shifts. I don't like this alliance at all. This is scary. All of these people have they got the hunger. He holds the world record for most wishes granted. Is that true? That's so cool. Good for him. Spy Fox and Aaron hold hands. That's nice. All right, day 2. Let's have something happen, please. As much as the WWE hates him, he's a good person. That's what, I mean, it looks that way, yeah. Spy Fox is faking intimacy for intel. Yeah. Have you seen a James Bond movie? It's like that. He's getting close to the enemy. Flying Gorilla searches for a water source. Get up in the skies, search around. Oh my gosh. Jamie Lee Curtis severely slices Earl Sweatshirt with a sword. Goodness. I don't know if he lived. I suppose we'll find out when the cannons show up, but somebody gave Jamie Lee Curtis a sword, and it's over for essentially everybody else. This is all... The game has started. As soon as Jamie Lee Curtis gets a sword, that's when the moment actually starts. 50 Cent receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. Sam injures herself. Good. You're a monster, Sam. Gatekeeper, Chicken, and Wonder Woman hunt for other tributes. Boring. Beefy 5-layer and Richie work together for the day. Richie is making alliances left and right. Nobody's going to want to kill this guy. That's a good strategy. He's like Chang in the paintball episode of Community. Can't join you guys? She has such a good track record. What the heck? she immediately murdered Bert and Ernie. And she's not particularly funny. If a beefy 5-layer burrito murders Bert and Ernie, that's one thing. But look at her. Richie gets big brain power, so it makes sense. Yeah, he's strategizing. Good for him. All right. 2080 Ti sees smoke rising in the distance, decides not to investigate. Smart call. She tore a muscle practicing her karate. That's possible. Eminem makes a wooden spear. Okay, last week, Eminem made a wooden spear and then just used a tree trunk to kill somebody. So, like, if you're going to make it, use it then, Eminem. Aaron receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Doja Cat travels to higher ground. That's good. I don't know how much higher you can go when there is a flying gorilla in the games, but this is a good instinct. Nate Jacobs goes hunting. John Cena strangles Cubone after engaging in a fistfight. I take it all back. John Cena has what it takes to win this Hunger Games. John Cena is... He's not messing around. Goodness. What happened? Think of the kids. The kids aren't here right now. That was me before. I'm on HBO now. I say bad words on TV. Do you think there are any kids who like are just big fans of John Cena who watched Peacemaker and were horrified? Can't grant more wishes without surviving. That's true. Noodle searches for a water source. Seems like a no bones day. The first day you were so on top of things. Cubone's final words. John, for my make-a-wish, you have to win. My final request. Okay. I like that. Now there's something on the table for John. Because now John Cena has a wish to fulfill. He's on a mission. He's got way more skin in the game than anybody else here. Incineroar tries to spear a fish with a trident. I don't hate this strategy, but also, as I've mentioned before, you're huge. Go fight. Lemmy diverts Oprah's attention and runs away. Who cares? All right, 2 cannons for the first day. Earl Sweatshirt cut down in his prime by the incomparable Jamie Lee Curtis, talented both as an actor and with a sword. And Cubone, the cutest little guy in this fight, strangled by Sir John Cena. We miss you, Earl. Free Earl from hell. With a tear in his eye, he accepts, finishing the job of burying Cubone, leaving his famous multicolor hat on the grave. That's extremely sweet. But also, the game makers do have to come and like dig the body up. They don't just leave bodies around. So now his grave is also desecrated, so that's more of a bummer. Now they leave Cubone? No. They don't respect Cubone enough for that. It's sad. All right, let's keep going. Night 2. Richie, Chicken, 2080 Ti, Incineroar tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Richie has told a lot of ghost stories at this point. Richie is just fully playing the diplomat here. Who has not been in alliance with Richie at this point? Lemmy attacks Eminem, but Aaron protects him, killing Lemmy. Sorry, Lemmy. Apparently, Aaron from Lego Nexo Ninja, Nexo Knights, is a big Eminem stan. And not just the old stuff. He likes music to be murdered by. So you know he's crazy. Thank you for playing Fortnite with my grandma, Sir Eminem. Yeah, he's like, those late night sessions really got my grandma through some hard times. Who is Richie not friends with? I actually don't know if there's anybody he hasn't had some alliance with so far. Nate Jacobs quietly hums. What are you here for, man? Do you know what, like, the expectation is? If Chicken shot Incineroar with a bow, he could just kill Richie and 2080 Ti. I don't know. He got to get the drop on him, and I'm not confident about that. Also, I don't know that an Incineroar goes down to one arrow. Oprah defeats Spy Fox in a fight, but spares his life. Oprah, you gotta leave that kind-hearted mentality at home if you want to win this thing. Because Spy Fox, he knows that, like, the alliances here are gone the second you have a chance. Oprah's the queen of the drunken fist. Yeah, she's just sauced this whole time. She gets him, like, ready for the kill shot. She's like, get out of here. Jamie Lee Curtis is awoken by nightmares. That's so sad. Flying Gorilla tries to sing himself to sleep. That's so sad. Sam cooks her food before putting out her fire. Who cares? Noodle hums quietly. That's so sad. Everybody's having such a sad night. The Gatekeeper and 50 Cent hold hands. This is I like this a lot. Who would have thought? Let's see. When she goes to finish him, he passes out. He convinced her with the airline food jokes. Yeah, that's true. Spy Fox got mad airline food jokes. Just singing Many Men in the comments to yourself, Atlas. I respect that. Wonder Woman receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. They're giving her so much stuff. Has she done anything yet? I get it. Her movie was, like, pretty good. And then Wonder Woman 1984 is all kinds of fun for all the wrong reasons. But I don't know about giving her all this free stuff. That doesn't seem justified. If she gets all that stuff and still dies, you'll be heated. I think that's what's most likely to happen. She hasn't proven that she's going to do anything here. She sang the Imagine Dragons song. Yeah, the Imagine song. Yeah. That Imagine song that everybody loved and that like carried us through COVID. And that's why the last couple of years have been so easy and fun. Right? That makes sense. That's probably why they're sending her all this stuff. Now she has a hatchet and food and... No, somebody else got water on the first day. Yeah, she's got food and a hatchet now. Which, if you've ever read Hatchet, that's more than enough. You probably don't even need that food. Doja Cat receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. I get it. Her music's pretty catchy. If she loses to Eminem, I'll actually die. Yeah, Eminem, he had to get saved by a Lego man. John Cena and Beefy 5-layer Burrito tell each other stories about themselves. That's nice. You guys... I would not trust him, Beefy 5-layer, because I don't know if you can recognize the look of dirt and blood that comes from strangling a ground type, but that's what's caked under his fingernails there. All right. Let's get day 3. Okay, you guys have gotten a lot of supplies. It's time to do a Hunger Games. Flying Gorilla receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Wonder Woman searches for a water source. Noodle begs for 50 Cent to kill her. He refuses, keeping Noodle alive. What? Why do you want that, Noodle? It's a no bones day. That actually makes a lot of sense. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, David, we're on day 3 and you've used that joke 3 out of 3 days. And I'm not going to stop, baby. I know 2 things about this bug. It will die very soon. And the bones are no bones thing. When that's all that I'm going off of, that's what I got. So, but he's like, many men with dash upon me, I cannot harm thee. I don't know why he speaks in limericks in your version, but, I respect that. Aaron receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. You can just mail people bombs in the Hunger Games? That seems dangerous. All right. Richie stalks Sam. We have found the person that Richie is not friends with. He probably saw what happened on day 1. Sam got gifted one earlier. Why we just commented on this? Because I thought of it just now. It didn't strike me as odd the first time. Skull gear. Yeah. All right. Doja attacks Chicken, but he manages to escape. Good for him. Scram, buddy. Gatekeeper and Jamie Lee Curtis work together for the day. I like this. Eminem defeats Oprah in a fight, but spares her life. Guys, it's the Hunger Games. There have been so many lives spared. Stop it. Spy Fox 2080 Ti and its Center hunt for other tributes. What are we doing here? If they all just played Fortnite, there would be about as much real-life bloodshed. John Cena overhears Nate Jacob and a beefy 5-layered burrito talking in the distance. Do something about it! The goat of rap teaming up with the goat of talk shows. I have to believe that Eminem is better at talk shows than Eminem is good at rapping. Strangled Nate Jacobs like you did Cubone. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad that you survived this long. It's day 3. Did anybody die today? No. All just held hands and hung out. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, actually. Well, Lemmy. Sorry, buddy. I did forget about you, Lemmy. Schwoops, That's why you don't mess with the M&M stands. They're crazy. Oprah is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Wonder Woman does start a fire. Get got. Sam receives medical supplies. Why is she still here, man? Will somebody do something about this? Richie is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. 50 receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Beefy 5-layer burrito cooks her food before putting out the fire. Now, this raises all types of questions that I'm not personally interested in asking. But nonetheless, they tug at the back of my head. After she murdered 2 people with her hands. Nobody wants to mess with her. That actually kind of makes sense, yeah. Incineroar climbs a tree to rest. Kind of cute. Doja Cat poisons Spy Fox's martini, but mistakes it for her own and dies. Bro. Yeah, it's the alcohol from the first date. She was like, let me pour you a martini, friend. And he's like, I'm a spy. I am legally obligated to say yes. And then she biffed it. How do you mess that up that hard? You can't poison Spy Fox? That's your tribute. That's true. Who was your other tribute, Momokyo? Oh, Incineroar. Yeah, Incineroar's doing good. Incinaboy. Yeah, he's chilling. The Gatekeeper and Eminem run into each other and decide to have a truce for the night. That's nice, but don't get any ideas. The Gatekeeper is taken by 50 Cent. They're in love. Noodle thinks about winning. No shot. Stop. Stop thinking about it. Jamie Lee Curtis kills the flying gorilla as he tries to run. He's like trying to fly away, and she's like, get over here. Jamie Lee Curtis is so far like the only person trying to get anything done around here. Which, quite frankly, is exactly what happens in most of her movies. She's the only person who brings the thunder. Just saying, I called it from the beginning that alcohol would kill Doja Cat. That's true. You're a shaman. That's true. Like yesterday, Noodle begged to die, and now he's like, it would be kind of hype to win, though. 2080 Ti sets up camp for the night. Has the 2080 Ti interacted with anybody? I know he like teamed up, but like, what's going on? Chicken lets Aaron into his shelter. That kind of makes sense. I feel like they're gonna have a good time hanging out. John Cena receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, the People's Champion, on a quest given to him by the very Cubone that he killed. Has won the people's hearts. 2080 Ti hasn't moved. Yeah, it's just sitting there whirring. Hunger Games takes place in the Matrix, which is being run on that 2080 Ti. What happens when the 2080 Ti dies? All right. Nate Jacobs tries to sing himself to sleep. I hope you failed. Yeah, it's just on the 2080 Ti is just on one of the starting pedestals, and it's just. All right. Richie camouflages himself in a bush. All right. Hey, Annie was taken. Welcome. We're doing Hunger Games. And so far, it has been the most peaceful, laid-back Hunger Games of all time. Richie playing the rat meta. It's getting him pretty far. It's working out for him. Sam searches for firewood. Skull gear. Let's see. We need death and murder. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we do a Hunger Games and not a potluck. Fake friendships sitting in the bush waiting for someone to cross his path. I don't know that they're fake. He might genuinely be having relationships with these people. It just... Whoa! Spy Fox kills Chicken as he tries to run. He's like, this chicken needs to return to his coop. And then he shoots him in the head. Spy Fox is a lot more... His puns are a lot less, like, fun when he is murdering people. 50 Cent receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Big fans. Play chicken and you'll get fried. That's actually a lot better. That's actually a lot better. And then he uses the laser watch on him. Jamie Lee Curtis bashes Nate Jacobs' head against a rock several times. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. Is there... Jamie Lee Curtis fan cam.
So do something about even occasional irregularity with activity.
So it's a fan cam just about the Activia commercial. All right. Somebody spent their time on this earth making this. You only have... Someday everybody will die. Which, by the way, if that's news to you, I'm very sorry to break the news. Someday you'll die. And this person chose to spend some of those hours before that happens making a Jamie Lee Curtis Activia commercial fan cam. All right. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is killing it, by the way. This is actually just... Mr. Anderson. She's Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm Morpheus right now.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
He's beginning to believe. She could do it. She could end it all. She used Activia to get strong and kill a 6'5" varsity quarterback with her hands. That's actually a good point as well. She has a sword. We've seen her use the sword. She saw Nate Jacobs, threw it into the ground so it stood there, and she was like, I don't need it for this. I tabbed out. Who did she kill? She eviscerated Nate Jacobs. About to binge watch Halloween. Good idea. Because if she could do... if she brings this sort of thunder to Michael Myers, then it's over for him. Noodle receives explosives from an unknown sponsor. All right. I'm so excited about Jamie Lee Curtis's campaign that she's starting. Has she killed somebody every day? She's like the only one getting stuff done out here. Beefy 5-layer, Wonder Woman, John Cena, and Eminem camp while he's... those 4 raid Eminem's camp while he's hunting. I don't think that needed 4 people. I can't imagine Eminem... No. Remember on day 1 when Eminem raided the cornucopia and got all that spaghetti? It took 4 people to get all of his spaghetti out of there. He was just huddled up in there, like Smaug, on a pile of spaghetti, and they were like, we're never gonna win if he just gets to keep hiding in his spaghetti castle. Hope we have an epic clash between John Cena and Jamie Lee Curtis at the end. I'd be interested in that. Right now, those are my top picks. His knees were too weak. His knees were too weak to protect the mom spaghetti. Oprah sets off an explosive and kills Aaron and Incineroar. Weren't you sloppy drunk yesterday, Oprah? This is insane. Okay, this is the day that I've been waiting for. People are doing stuff now. Oprah might be taking it too far, but at least it's moving, you know? Gatekeeper goes hunting. Jamie Lee Curtis cuts up John Cena with a sword, but overwhelming need to grant Cubone his wish. His muscles carry him to victory. He has more that he's fighting for, but I think that she just has the instinct. You get an L, and you get an L. You get a package of C4. 6 cannon shots today. A fourth of the participants. Doja Cat. Wait, what happened to Doja Cat? Oh, yeah, she failed at poisoning somebody. A flying gorilla. Chicken. My good friend. Nate Jacobs. Absolutely not my good friend. Aaron. A little Lego man. And Incineroar. Spy Fox OP, yeah. As we could, yeah. Today he proved that he is in fact OP. All right, let's check the stats. All right, John Cena's got 1 kill. At this point on day 4, if you don't have a kill under your name, like, what are you doing? All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people still in. That's just barely over half the people. So far, still in, we have Eminem, John Cena, Wonder Woman, a beefy 5-layer burrito, Sam from Cobra Kai, Richie from Static Shock, the Gatekeeper from Fire Emblem, Jamie Lee Curtis, the No Bones Dog, 50 Cent, Oprah Winfrey, an NVIDIA 2080 Ti, and Spy Fox. Still in the game. Richie playing the long con? Yeah, Richie has no kills right now, but that could change. He's set himself up perfectly. Skull Gear! Alright, okay, let me see here. John Cena has something he's fighting for. So that gives him an edge. Wonder Woman is... I mean, she's got a lot of support. She's not doing anything, though. I don't like Sam. I've taken a very anti-Sam stance. Richie could do it. Richie could do it. I don't know how much longer he can get away with this strat of not taking things into his own hands. But he could, you know, he has the means to win. I just think that this game is probably going on longer than he expected. So, like, he's at some point will have to start playing, you know? The Gatekeeper has done very little other than cuddle with 50 Cent. That's the Gatekeeper's main claim to fame. He's falling in love. Jamie Lee Curtis right now is my prediction to win. Oprah's kind of crazy, so she's got that going for her. And Spy Fox, like, has now demonstrated that he can kill if he needs to kill. But I don't think anybody's as gifted as Jamie Lee Curtis right now. Put a shock to your system. I don't know that he gets to say that so much. I feel like if you were friends with somebody who has electricity powers, you don't get to say, I'll put a shock to your system. All right, let's keep going. All right, night 4. The Gatekeeper tends to his wounds. Beefy 5-layer burrito, Wonder Woman, Spy Fox, and 50 Cent sleep in shifts. This is a pretty good alliance. But I don't, like, these are all sort of mid-tier players, right? I don't think that they could survive if, like, Jamie Lee Curtis showed up. But they could fend off the other, like, you know, if the Gatekeeper wanted that smoke, these people could absolutely defend themselves. He'll put a gear in your system. Spy Fox is not S tier. Okay, well, actually, He did kill one person. And then he just like Doja Cat just accidentally didn't murder him. You know? Jamie Lee Curtis cooks her food before putting out her fire. I really thought I fixed the pronouns this week. Schwubs. Sam attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Eminem loses sight of where he is. He lost himself. Eminem loses himself. Oh no. 2080 Ti overpowers John Cena, killing him. John Cena just does not have the computing power, the processing power of the 2080 Ti. Wow. I just didn't think that was going to happen. That's what happens when you mess with the Matrix, John. That's right. It was like, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, John. He tried to get out. You can't escape the 2080 Ti. Man. The 2080 Ti's wish was for Peacemaker to be dead. Yeah, that's how he did it. He was like, the 2080 Ti was like, why don't you grant my wish, John Cena, for you to die? Tabbed back and see Cena died. I hate this game. I'm sorry, Atlas, but you just can't beat the power of RTX. Richie sets up camp for the night. Oprah and Noodle talk about the tributes still alive. Do you think they're strategizing, or are they just sort of chilling? Must have put HAL 9000 in the mix. That's right. Overpowered John Cena. 2080 Ti got the order to eliminate world hunger, but understood eliminate a Hunger Games competitors. Yeah, it was like, all right, eliminate hunger. I get it. I know the rest. I got it. All right. Day 5. The Gatekeeper does something. The Gatekeeper forces Eminem to kill 50 Cent or Sam. He refuses, so the Gatekeeper kills Eminem himself. Why would the Gatekeeper try and get him to kill 50 Cent? They're in love. This is... Okay, so... in case you don't believe that Atlas is very frustrated with the death of John Cena, I just got a Steam notification that said, Atlas is now playing Elden Ring. Atlas is taking this one hard. I'm sorry, Atlas. Man. All right, well, Eminem's dead. So that's a plus. I don't love that the Gatekeeper betrayed 50 Cent, who's been nothing but kind to him. Oprah receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Is Bon Voyage from The Incredibles a sponsor in the Hunger Games? Is he just like, there are not enough explosions right now? I don't know how many people are going to like that Bon Voyage reference, but I know King Lucky will. Speaking of which... let's see. I want to... So, let's assume, I think quite fairly, that this guy is French. So he's actually French, right? And he decides to become a supervillain whose, like, main thing is bombs. And he was like, the bombs are not enough of a gimmick. I need something else to identify myself with other than just I have a lot of bombs, right? Oh, I know. I'm going to lean really hard into the fact that I am French. And I will make a pun out of my name because of it. Because the two things that I want everybody to know about me is that I am French and I am here to blow things up. It just feels like a weird branding choice. All right. Let's do some Hunger Gaming. Okay. Jamie Lee Curtis, Wonder Woman. Wait, sorry. Jamie Lee Curtis and Wonder Woman fight Richie and Spy Fox. Jamie Lee Curtis and Wonder Woman survive. Wait, does this imply that these two don't? It only said 2 of them. Did Wonder Woman and Jamie Lee Curtis just kill? I'm very confused about what this is saying. What happened here? I mean, getting lucky. I'm sorry. I mean, I suppose we'll see when the cannons go off. But this is not clear. It only says that Jamie Lee Curtis and Wonder Woman survive. So the 2080 Ti begs for Noodle to kill him. She reluctantly obliges killing the 2080 Ti. Okay. Follow me here. This is the story of Noodles, the bones or no bones dog in this Hunger Games. Noodles did not believe that she was going to survive the Hunger Games and was scared. She found John Cena and said, "Please kill me so I don't have to witness the horrors of the Hunger Games." Later, the 2080 Ti kills John Cena. Then when the 2080 Ti realizes the guilt weighing on its conscience, finds Noodle and says, "Noodle, please kill me." Noodle realizes in that moment they have a choice to pay it forward, that grace and that hope that John Cena had for her, and chooses not to. And kills the 2080 Ti in revenge for John Cena. Noodle has entered the game. Noodle is here to play now. I'm scared of Noodle now. The beefy 5-layer burrito injures herself. All right. Less dramatic than the previous thing. All right, let's see the cannons. Let's see what happens to Spy Fox and Richie. 5 cannons. John Cena. Eminem. Good riddance. Richie. Spy Fox. And the 2080 Ti. Wow. That was a brutal day. Wait, did Wonder Woman get both those kills? Jamie Lee... Oh, okay. They both got both kills. Okay. Bro, Jamie Lee Curtis has got 5 kills. That's insane. Beefy 5-layer burrito is really just chilling, huh? Beefy 5-layer burrito has done like nothing except they did some arts and crafts. They made a slingshot earlier. Sam from Cobra Kai had one day where she did something and she's just been coasting. Wow. All right. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is keeping this game moving. Are we on to the feast? I like the feast. Nope, night 5. Wonder Woman goes to sleep. Sam, beefy 5-layer burrito, and Oprah cheerfully sing songs to each other. This is the do nothing squad. Oprah's done a little. But for the most part, these are the do nothing squad. 50 Cent and the 50 Cent and the Gatekeeper run into each other and decide to truce for the night. They remember what brought them together on night one. I don't think it matters. I think 50 Cent should betray the Gatekeeper. I'll just say it. Jamie Lee Curtis receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. That's right, the people's new champion. Now that John Cena has been killed by a graphics card. Noodle dies trying to escape the arena. Noodle, you had the gusto. You were going to go all the way. And you just give up and you just try and get out like that? I'm so disappointed in Noodle right now. Wow. All right. That's a bummer. Okay. Okay, the feast. Okay, so if you don't know, if you aren't familiar with the Hunger Games books or movies, in the middle of the games, they have a big feast where the game makers have put like a bunch of specified supplies in the middle. It's to draw everybody back to the cornucopia, and also like the things at the feast can really change the game for you. So usually this is pretty spicy. Oprah decides to not go to the feast. I did say usually pretty spicy. I miss Richie. I do too. Skogear. Sam decides to not go to the feast. Bert and Ernie died for nothing. $50 sets off an explosive that kills the beefy 5-layer burrito, Wonder Woman, Jamie Lee Curtis, and the Gatekeeper. Remember how I said he should betray the Gatekeeper? He agreed. That's crazy. I would like to formally apologize to 50 Cent for saying that he was a part of the Do Nothing Squad. Because he just... yeah, he just got a pentakill. Wow. He just took this... He wiped out more than half the players in a single go. If Sam wins, I'm going to be furious. All right, let's keep going. Wow. 50 Cent has apparently... Go, Shawty. It's your birthday. Wow. Sam practices archery. We had such a big day, and you're just gonna... All right, whatever. Oprah makes a slingshot. That's less useful than practicing archery. Bon Voyage is still sending explosives to people. He was a big fan of the explosion that 50 Cent just set off. And sent another explosive. 5 cannons. Noodle the pug. The beefy 5-layer burrito. Wonder Woman. Jamie Lee Curtis. And the Gatekeeper. Rest in peace. Okay, we're down to the top 3. If Sam wins, we riot. Oprah is awoken by nightmares. Sam receives They love the explosives in the mail. 50 Cent passes out from exhaustion. I'm gonna need you to get up because you are the only one that I actually want to win this. Oprah and Sam hunt for other tributes. 50 Cent questions his sanity. That makes a lot of sense. He saw some stuff at the cornucopia. All right, no cannon shots. Night 7. Sam is awoken by nightmares. 50 Cent tries to treat his infection. I don't like that it says tries and not successful. That's concerning. Oprah tries to treat her infection. Sam steals from 50 Cent while he's not looking. I wish it said what she got, because that's a... Okay, this could turn around really bad. Oprah discovers a river. All right. Add a command? What do you want the command to be? You tell me what command you want, and I will add it. All right, what do you want Sheesh to do? All right, you got it. After the stream, I will add Sheesh. All right, Oprah discovers a river. No shots. Night 8. We're pretty deep into it now. 50 Cent loses sight of where he is. Oprah receives fresh food from an unknown spot. Why? Who's rooting for Oprah right now? Sam looks at the night sky. My money's on 50 Cent. Me too. I want 50 to win so bad. Okay. Sam is pricked by thorns while picking berries. I hope it... Does that mean something? Because it seems like that is nothing. 50 Cent is literally money. That's a good point. You put your money on money. So that's, you know. 50 Cent tries to spear a fish with a trident. Okay. Oprah bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Jeez. Lucky, are you ready to go live, by the way? Because I think we're just going to wrap up after this game. If you're ready. If not, we could do like Super Autopats or find something to react to. Okay. All right. It is Sam versus 50 Cent now. We should be wrapped up in the next like 5 minutes, so you can probably go ahead and go live. Okay. By the way, now's a good time to mention, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., if you want to, if you're also, you know, insane, and you want to watch the Nintendo Direct live tomorrow at 6 a.m., Mo and I will be right here reacting to the whole thing. Very excited. It's going to be a Pokemon-specific Direct. Could be the next gen. So, yeah. 6 a.m. if you want to do that. All right. Let's finish this out. All right. I think